Hi guys, it's just me back here again. Funday Sunday Confidence Week 14. The quarantine continues. The family illness continues. Quick update on Friday. Yeah, Friday. Let me think. Thursday, Mariah got a phone call that her latest COVID test to go to a concert was positive, and because of that, her husband Sean, who's also in the pool, had to be tested at work, and he also tested positive. So they are down for 14 days. Mariah and I went to a concert Wednesday night together, so confined in a car for a couple hours down, a couple hours back. So I'm kind of off duty for at least 5 days till like Monday or Tuesday. So we're all locked in our house. So no Funday Sunday party over here. But I did want to get, like I did last week, a touch base with you. I'm going to try to give you guys a little bit more information than I did last week because it was kind of hurried. So here we go, week 14. Miss you, Mariah. Hope everybody gets better over there, and let's hope we don't continue it over here. Debbie's on the mend. So, week 13 winner, number 1, Carolyn Trax. Boy, she had an awesome sheet. 77 out of 91 points. Rolling into Monday night, she'd only missed one game, and it was a one-pointer for her. So she was looking at almost perfection. But boy, that Buffalo New England game, 3 passes thrown by New England, crazy. She still got 11 out of 13 games picked correctly. Again, 77 points out of 91. She is the big winner. Got her money on Friday. And, of course, I gave her a little ribbon, an extra bonus trophy for the most creative sheet. You guys should have seen this thing. It was crazy. So we'll get into the top 10 since it's not scrolling down here because, again, Mariah is not here to do my fantastic editing with all the special effects and stuff. So number 1, Chris Owsley, holding on to that. Number 2, Steve Brini. 1 point separates those two of 1 and 2. So I don't know what's going on in equipment services in aluminum machining at the Honda engine plant. But those two guys, both in that same department, they're kicking butt this year. Only 1 point apart. Then there's 8 points. That's just telling you how tight it is. There's 8 points that separate from 3 to 2. And number 3 is G-Reg. He's moved up to that number 3 spot. Kevin Purcell dropped down to number 4, but there's only 3 points between the two of them. And then we'll follow out there. Bill Beat, number 5, then followed by Scott Sharp, Paul McInball, Andy Schaub, me, this guy. I'd like to be number 1, but I'm taking number 9. We'll stay in that yellow. Excuse me. And then there is a tie for 10th place between Dustin Kinzer and Susie Taylor, another one of my daughters. So it's tight, guys. It's super tight. The difference between those two tied at number 10 and number 1 is only 32 points. It's crazy. So get those sheets in, get them filled out. I keep saying it over and over again, and I do every year. This is a crazy time of the year. It's the holidays. Everybody's got family to go to, company Christmas parties, this, that, and the other thing. Just take the 5 minutes, get your sheets in, because you'd hate to drop out of that yellow or, anyway, with not getting your sheets in. So that's that. Now, I will say we are going to do What Are the Freaking Odds? But there's not going to be our cool little intro because, again, my editor-in-chief is locked down, quarantined, and all that good stuff. So it should be a fun couple weeks or 10-day, whatever it is, in the Danaher household with the 3 of them all locked down. So let's get to this week's What Are the Freaking Odds? I'll start off with Mariah's team. Chicago is at Green Bay. Vegas has Green Bay giving Chicago 13 points, and our pollsters are seeing it that way. It is 2% for Chicago, 98% for Green Bay, leaning towards the Cheeseheads. Up next, a big game for my team. It's been flexed to a 4:05 or 4:25 game. It's the later game in the afternoon. San Francisco at Cincinnati. Cincinnati is getting 1.5, is what Vegas is saying. The crazy part is our pollsters are not seeing it that way. They have San Francisco 35%, Cincinnati 65%. So our pollsters are leaning towards the Bengals. Vegas is saying no, that's not happening. We'll see. It should be a good game. It should be a physical game. Looking forward to it. It sucks that my rival across the street, also in the pool, Nancy Kessler, who is a Niners fan, will not be here for me and him to yell at each other. So there could be some texting involved. Up next, Baltimore at Cleveland. This is a weird situation. Cleveland just played Baltimore 2 weeks ago, had a bye last week. So they're playing the same team back-to-back, and I don't think that's happened. I think it was in the 90s or something. It's been a while since that has happened. And then that was a debacle in Baltimore for Baker and Cleveland. Cleveland is giving 3 points, which surprises me. But, we'll see. Pollsters don't see it that way. 58% have the Ravens. I mean, it's close. It's close. Division rivals. We'll see how that turns out. That should be a good game there at 1 o'clock. Up next, Atlanta at Carolina. This is kind of a close one, too. Vegas has Carolina given 2.5 points to the Dirty Birds. Our pollsters are seeing it pretty close, too. 33% for Atlanta and 67% for Carolina. And finally, on this week's What Are the Freaking Odds? Jacksonville at Tennessee. Tennessee coming off the bye. Wasn't playing too well going into it. They're giving 9 points to Jacksonville. Our pollsters have this as a blowout. 2% to 98% for the Titans. All right, that was that week. This week's What Are the Freaking Odds? Again, guys, get those sheets in. Timely manner, greatly appreciated. I appreciate the guys that have been dropping it off here at the house, understanding the situation, and sending those in via text or email. All right, guys. Hopefully, we'll be back to normal next week. Good God, the football season's crazy, and obviously, the real world is kind of crazy right now too. So, you guys stay safe. Enjoy the holidays. All this stuff coming up, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully, all back to normal. Till then, I'm Mark. Just me. I'm out.